Well, good morning everyone and welcome to Ed's Orchids. Now, I said I wasn't going to do any repotting, but I'm afraid I've just got to do. They're a little bit loose in the pots, these, so I've got to see what their roots are like. Now then, another thing, I'm going to make this longer than 15 minutes because I've used a different way of doing them and uploading. That's why I haven't been on for 5 days, because Google and YouTube said it was temporarily disabled. So and I know I looked on the web, and a lot of people have had that same problem. So I've done it a different way around, and if it works, it will stay on longer than 15 minutes. So that's good. So what I'm going to repot are these 3 Phrags. One is a grande microchilum. The other one is a Ainsworthy eye, and the other one is a oh dear, what is it? There's no label on it. Oh, it's a grande, a straightforward grande. So we'll have a look at these and see what's going on. So we'll do the microchilum first. We'll put these away. And take this out of its pot, because this one is very loose, and the roots don't look too good at all on this. So let's have a look. Yeah, an awful lot of soft roots on this one. Yeah, there are some good ones, and they're pretty long. So we'll just snip off the ones that aren't good. And I know I generally say I'll come back to you, but I won't on this time, because I want to try and keep it longer than 15 minutes. Well, I said there's a lot of soft ones, but I can't find them now. Oh, there's one. Here's another one. Whoopsie daisy. I go back to where it's hard. And when you have a look down, you can see it's a little bit of green there, so you've chopped it in the right place. That one wants chopping right to the bottom of the plant. Get rid of that. I'll throw them on the floor, I'll sweep up afterwards. Another one here. Well, that's just come away. I think a lot of this problem is with being in the house and they're not used to it, because I've grown all these. They've all been divisions of other plants, so they've always lived in the greenhouse, if you know what I mean. Well, that one doesn't do so bad, so I'll take these little leaves off here, these protective things, the little nubbins there, that looks like it's going to come out with another shoot. Everything's nice and clean. There are no mealy bugs. So we'll put that on one side. I'm going to throw all this away. What I'll do, I'll take them out of the pots, put them on one side, put all the stuff I'm not going to use again there. Then I'll wash all the pots out, and then we know where we are. Put the label with that, then I won't lose it. look at this one, this grande. See, they're all a little bit loose, so we've just got to have a look, see what they're like. Now this one looks better. Although the media's wet, the roots are dry. But they're all nice and furry and growing. And there are no dead ones, which is good. And two little new growths coming up there and there. So I'm going to leave this on one side and I'll put it on top of the others. That's nice and clean as well. Get all the pots cleaned up. And where was the other one? I put it somewhere. Oh, it's here. This is the other one. The Ainsworthy eye. I can see three new growths coming up here. Very tiny, but I'll take the camera off and I'll show them you. This looks like it might be slightly over potted, this one. Wow. That media has gone really bad in there. Let's have a look at it, give it a pat. Oh, it feels like I don't know, it don't feel nice at all, this. There's a big... See if we can get the roots clean. And separated. There's going to be a few bad ones here, so this will need a good clean up. But can't mess around. If we lose a few roots, they will lose a few roots. They'll grow again. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of new growth on as well. So, right, let's start snipping. That one right at the base of the plant. That one's off. There's another one here. That's off. And that takes a lot with it. Look at that. Clean it out of it. Another one. Ooh, I thought I saw a bit of Westerval on there, but it isn't. Hello, my heater's just come on because it's a terrible day today, absolutely freezing, and I've put a bit of heat on in the greenhouse so I could come in here and work. So I do apologise for that coming on. That's another one that wants coming off. So we can snip along all day at this, and you can only do so much. There's a long stringy one there. Another one there and another one there. Anything that's soft, just get rid of it. And if they're just soft at the tips, then just feel up the plant, up the root until you get to a hard part, and then snip it there. Get rid of a few of these. I don't think that's so bad now. Just these little plants that these roots that are branching out. You generally find the little branches on them are soft. They only stick out about an inch, but they're not good. Right, that's fine, that's all three of them. So what we've got to do now is, hold on, there's another one there, yeah. Is get rid of all this and get these potted up. Oh, I said I'd show you the new growths on this, didn't I? So I'll get the camera and we'll have a look. Well, here are the new growths on it. There's one here, quite good. One there coming up, and another one there, and another one just coming out there. So that's the start of four. Well, it's one start there, and the start of another three there. So that's brilliant. See if I can get them in focus properly, like that. Yeah. So you can see them there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and they're the roots. You can see I'm trying to make this spin out more than 15 minutes, can't you? Let's hope it works. Well, this is the mixture I'm going to use for repotting, which is ordinary bark, Portuguese bark, there's limestone chippings in, and there's also a few growth stones, and that's all I'm using. Don't use sphagnum moss in these. It's just my way of thinking, but some people use it and some don't. Well, I've cleaned the pot out, so what we'll do now is just pot up this, what is it? Enjoy the eye. Just throw some in there. Just make sure that fits nicely. And it does. So we'll just keep filling this up. Give it a good tapping. Doesn't matter if you've got it a bit too low to begin with, you can always lift it up and give it another tap, which I'm going to do now. Because these like to sit a little bit higher than the Paphiopedilums. The Paphiopedilums like the bottom part, to put it loosely, of the leaves to be slightly buried. And the more you tap it, the more the bark goes down. Right, just right down the edges I press hard, but not by the root, by the close to the plant. Now that should be a bit wobbly, but it'll firm up once it gets going. That's the ends where the eye. What's the next one? No, the next one is the macrochillum. This has got some nice big roots. No, this is not the macrochillum. This is the straightforward grande. Just bottom up the same way. There's nothing scientific about it. It's only like potting up your house plants that you do in soil, you do these in bark. No difference. It'll be very interesting to see if this lasts longer than 15 minutes. A lot of people call these love pats. Which I suppose it is. That's that one. When we put it in. Drop the other pots here. Right. Then we can do the last one, which is the macrochillum. These are beautiful blooms when it flowers. This. It's a grande, but macrochillum. Just have a look at them on the web if you've time. Absolutely beautiful. Whoops, just make sure they fit in properly. There we are. And then once again we just fill it. And don't forget to give it a good watering after this. Heat has just come on again. It's really just a trial video for the length of time, this. But plants have got to really get old and start growing the roots before they're very, very firm in the pot. And that's the macrochillum. So I'm just hoping that's longer than 15 minutes. But we'll see when I come to put it on YouTube. Okay then, so thanks very much for watching, and thank you to all my subscribers, and until next time I'll see you later.